don't slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 24-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Shit.
Set flag.
Shit.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Here we go. Like that.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They're going to 88. They're going to 88.
You don't know no better. Check 90.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, it's Cousins. Over the middle to Beckham. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins, looking for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now left side on the swing pass. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Check it back. Hey, Oregon.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now Cousins. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Jahan, ready?
Cousins from the gun on third. He finds Beckham complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, receiver.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Here's Cousins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goal.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Cousins now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Cousins to throw it. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first down, Dobbins, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert 33. Check.
Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Tighten up. Hey, Foxtrot. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Run. Hey, wahoo! You better bring it.
Mayfield down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Regular.
First down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now Mayfield, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Switch gears.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. It's a party now.
Here's Mayfield. It's complete. Stills. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Kill.
Kings.
Kill. Turn up.
Hurry.
Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Hey, Charlie.
Check.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Man, I got you.
Watch out.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And Stills bringing it in. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him. About a yard short.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
57, Mike 57.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Julian Edelman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield looking for his tight end Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And again, it's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Lions will take over.
Set. 180.
I got one.
Pistol.
Shit.
X3. 218. Chop.
On first down, Dobbins. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Slam.
Alert. Blue draw quarters. Done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's good for Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 41.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Regular.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Five.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check it out.
Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
54.
Hey, team 6.
54. It's been a long day for you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Lamb. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Run.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, alert 33.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, it should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the ground, it's Chubb, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield score.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, we're 33.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Alpha. Check, right. Pistol. 54. Here we go. Point it right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Pistol. Check 26.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They run. Chubb. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Now Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I'd kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Dallas, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play on. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that.
clap when the money go. You don't slap, that's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
What you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Huh?
Playing skill.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They elevators, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all the wrist. Watch out, flex. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk.
Watch how I flip. Watch how I whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the wrist. I never switch.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Good to hear with anybody take